Ty Williams, 33 points, career high. Quick look, most points in the game individually last 5 years, at least the last 5 years.
It's pretty good.
Not a bad way to go out on senior night.
Absolutely.
Ty, what were the emotions around the team tonight with Jeff being back and being there for senior night? What were the emotions around the team? Do you think that fired you guys up a little bit?
It kind of definitely did, because we didn't know until late that he was coming into the game. So once we found out, we knew that we had to get a big win, especially for him, not just for him, but also for the seniors. So it definitely was emotional.
Did he talk to you guys at all pregame? What did he tell y'all?
He didn't even talk to us. We didn't see him until actually the seniors got announced. That was our first time seeing him, so we didn't really get to speak with him before the game. So that was it.
To meet him there at half court for the first time, probably since he told you guys about the health problems, what did that mean to you?
It meant a lot. It meant he really cared for us. You could tell that he was emotional himself. So it was great to get the win in front of him.
When you throw down that left-handed tomahawk jam right at the end of the game, do you just take a minute to kind of listen to the roar of the crowd? I know that when you're a player, you're kind of zoned in, but do you just take a minute to look around?
Yeah, once I did it, I just heard the crowd was going crazy. Like, I was screaming. I'm thinking I'm screaming loud. I couldn't even hear myself scream. So yeah, it was rowdy.
How are you feeling just in terms of when you see the shots falling at the start of the game and you're scoring a lot of the team's points out of the gate? What are you just feeling?
I felt good. I felt the big rim early. Like, once I hit a couple shots, I just seen a big rim. It was so it was kind of easy for me.
Ty, at the under 12 timeout, you were leading the game 13-4 against Coastal. What was that like in the huddle at that timeout?
They just kept telling me to keep going, like keep attacking the rim, getting whatever I want. Shots wasn't falling for everybody, so they just kept telling me keep going.
When you guys win a game the way you guys did today, is it almost kind of like one of those deals where you're like, where was this all year?
Yeah. I mean, I felt like we had this in us the whole year. It's just like we came up short a lot. But today we just kept the gas. We just kept our foot on the gas. Like, we didn't give up at all.
David?
What got into you personally?
It was I knew this was my last time. The last time Minor Nation was going to get to see me play in front of them. So I had to go out like that. Also, my son was in the crowd.
How special was that?
It was real special. Because it was actually a surprise. I didn't think he was going to be here tonight. Yeah.
What's your son's name?
Chase Williams.
Chase. How old is he?
He'd be one next month.
It's the first time you've seen you play?
Second. He was here the first game of the season.
How'd you do that night? I don't remember.
I had about 15, 16. Yeah.
That was like you came off the bench, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
So they need to bring your son to every game, is that what you're saying?
If it could happen, I hope so.
Given how the season has gone, the way that you guys are able to close it off here at home this year, I saw how you looked, how Chauncey looked, how Devin looked. Everybody on the team kind of looked amped up. Is that, I guess, given everything that was bad, this is like a nice little lift up at the end of the year?
Yeah, definitely, because I feel like we can build on it, especially going into this conference tournament. So I think that's a whole new season for us. We can make a big run.
How badly, senior night and all that stuff aside, how badly did you guys need not only a win, but a convincing win like this?
We needed it real bad. I mean, we haven't been winning lately. And I was telling the team, I said, I ain't seen them lights cut off in a minute. Let's see them cut off tonight. And they actually did.
Ty, this game compared to the game in Conway, y'all seemed to do whatever you wanted offensively against Coastal. Was that a scouting thing? What went into that? Y'all dominating the game offensively.
But definitely, during the scout, he told us they're a bad defensive team. I feel as though when we was down there playing at their gym, we just couldn't get shots to fall. We settled a lot. Today, I feel like we attacked early. We punched first today. That's what I felt like.
Anything else? Sounds good. Todd, thanks.
Appreciate y'all.
I think you guys may have all misheard Ty right there. He said that during the scouting report, the assistant coach said that we would have opportunities on offense. He didn't say anything specifically about Coastal Carolina's team. Anyway, we'll take the win and we'll enjoy it. Yeah, bulletin board material or not. Obviously, just very happy for our players, very happy for our staff, very happy for our fans. A little ugly there at times, but a great result, right? And what ends up being a very fun night because we played very well in the second half, and we're able to stretch out the lead and walk away with a convincing victory. So, just really happy for the players who've stayed together, right? Stayed together. They're playing together better. They're staying together, and that's leading to better basketball, and that led to a better result tonight. Obviously, very, very happy for our fans. Again, another outstanding crowd here tonight, a loud crowd that was excited and into it. And again, our players haven't quit, our coaches haven't quit, our administration hasn't quit, and our fans haven't quit, right? And for that type of crowd, for a team that's had the year that we've had, says something about how special, our fans are, how special ODU basketball is. And there's been lots of coaches and lots of players who have come before us and who have come before me who have built this program. And we are lucky enough now, to, in hard times, to be able to be buoyed by the program that others have built. And we needed them all tonight. We needed all 6,420 of them tonight, and they gave us a big lift. And so a big thank you, to our fans, and a big thank you to all the players and coaches who have come before, who have built this program into such a special place as it is, that they support this team as well as they do. Obviously, Ty had a very big game, monster night, but again, I think we guarded really well. I thought, again, the offense fits in spurts for time, for sure. But the defense was there most of the night. Perfect doesn't exist, but we were pretty darn good. We guarded the 3-point line. We rebounded, right? We kept them off the offensive glass, right? I know Ojiako got some dunks and some end ones, right? But they were tough twos that they had to work really hard for. That was the game plan, right? We tried to double him at times, but we knew we weren't always going to be able to double him. But when we knew we caught the ball, we had to make it hard for him. And I thought we did that, right? And then again, for us to rebound as well as we did, and to keep them off the offensive glass was a huge, huge factor. Obviously we made, a bunch of threes. We took a ton of threes. That's in part how they play defense, for sure. But again, just a much needed and great win for everyone associated with this team right now.
Coastal came into the game averaging 75 points. Y'all held them to 59. You alluded to some other defensive factors. Would this be one of the more complete defensive performances this year?
Yeah, I certainly think so, right? I'm sure when I watched the film tonight, I'm sure that, I'll cringe a few times, right? But again, we battled. And again, we are becoming, and we have been, we're getting better defensively, right? There was a period of time this year where we were, not to the standard that we are accustomed to defensively. We are approaching the type of defensive team we want to be. And we've been consistently moving in that direction, for a number of games now. So, tonight, I thought we took a good step forward, obviously, and we're able to do that, and that led to the result we wanted.
This was an unusual senior night. I mean, obviously with Jeff showing up, what were your emotions seeing him, and how did you feel about him coming back for Jeff?
I am in complete support. I agree with Jeff's decision to come here tonight. It was Jeff's decision. I fully support it, right? In all ways. I know how much these players mean to him, right? Again, I know we spoke about this 2 months ago. I mean, Jeff is a team guy, right? The team comes first in so many areas of his life, and he cares so much about the players, right? And obviously Ty's only been here for 1 year, but Jason Wade's been a part of this program for 6 years, I believe now, right? And I know how close Jason and Jeff are. So I'm just very happy that Jeff was able to be here tonight, because I know how much it means to him to be here, and to support and recognize our players, our seniors, and Ty and Jason. So, it was good to see Jeff. It was good to see him. I thought he looked good, right? I thought he looked good. I think it was very hard for him out there, and I give him a lot of credit. Yeah, I think it was. Jeff's a tough guy, and I think there was probably not the easiest thing to walk into this arena tonight. So I'm just happy for him that he was able to participate in that. I know how much he means to Jeff, to Jason. I know how much Jason means to him and the whole Wade family. So.
Thanks. Ty really just seemed to set the tone in the first half. I know nobody else scored for I think the first 11 minutes or so, but what did his first half do for the rest of the team to give him some confidence or just give him a little boost when he goes off for 17 in that first half? He scores first 13 in the game.
Well, yeah, he gave us scoring, right, in a game where no one was scoring, and until Devin, I think, right, I don't know that Devin got the 2 steals, right, but they weren't scoring a ton either, right? It was a little bit of a rock fight, and that's okay. So, he just gave us a lift, right? He gave us a lift, and then it just kept coming. He had a very good game, right, and he made things happen, and so we needed that. We needed it early in the game. We needed it late in the game. So it's really happy, right? Again, senior night, it's an interesting night, and sometimes some really cool things happen. And for Ty to have certainly his, I would assume, his college career high, certainly his ODU high on senior night, that's really special. That's something that I imagine he'll remember and cherish for the rest of his life, and that's really cool.
With all the adversity that's going on, it still felt like tonight was a celebration beyond senior night. It felt like this was just, a way for the team to unleash a little bit of frustration, just have some fun. Did it feel like that to you? Like this was just a game just to have a nice convincing win, something needed for the team?
There's no question the result was very much needed. And obviously the guys enjoyed it, down the stretch, and the way, obviously we were able to pull away there down the stretch, and so that then became fun, for sure. But again, our guys have hung in there, right? They've hung in there, and they've continued to battle, they've continued to compete, and so for them to walk out of here the last time, of the season, smiling and happy and exuberant, is just, yeah, it's outstanding for them. It's outstanding for all of us.
David?
How much can one win like this lift the team? Especially coming off a 6-game losing streak, barreling toward the tournament. How much of a boost can this be, a decisive win?
I think it can be, and hopefully it is a big boost for us, right? Again, right, and I keep coming back to it, our guys haven't quit, but that's hard. That's hard to keep coming in, right, every day. It's hard to keep the faith when you don't get the results. So to get the results, to get the result that we got tonight, that hopefully gives us a little more energy when we come in on Monday, and we've got a really, really tough stretch here coming up. Obviously, we have a tough road trip, right? Obviously, the 2 good teams, right? And going on the road and playing the first place team again right after the other night, and it's tough travel, right? So I think this hopefully can give us a big boost. But again, we've been playing better basketball, right? We haven't gotten the results we wanted, but we've been playing better basketball. So for us to play better basketball again tonight, to play good basketball, not always pretty, but to play better basketball and to get the result, right, just reinforces this is why we do it, right? This is why we do it. We get a chance to compete. We get a chance to come out and play, and we seize the opportunity tonight.
Keep using the phrase "team hasn't quit," and that just seems to encapsulate Jason Wade's story since he's been in college with everything he's gone through. What is his story mean personally to you that he kept fighting through a lot of stuff that probably could have or would have sidelined a lot of other players?
Yeah, I love Jason Wade. I love how competitive he is. I love how, he's just a basketball player, right? He cares about winning. He cares about, enjoying the moment playing. He makes things better. So he's an inspiration. It's, what he's battled against, right? And the way he's responded, the way he's come back, is just, it's an inspiration. I know to me, I know to other people in our program. I know because they've told me to fans. And it's a testament to him. It's a testament to his character. It's a testament to his family. Right? They're unbelievable people. Right? And they, and his brother Jordan was a part of our program for a few years as a student manager, and was a terrific student manager. And obviously there's a lot there with Mr. and Mrs. Wade having gone to ODU and Ronnie having been a very good player here. So, they care, like we talked about, like I spoke about earlier, right? That family cares an awful lot about ODU. That family cares an awful lot about ODU basketball. And so, to see Jason, back out there playing and competing and wearing that jersey, I think is a testament to not just Jason, but their family's character and their values and the love and support that they have for one another.
Coach, there was a stretch where Danny was kind of struggling. Tonight he has 10 rebounds and was active on defensive end and finishing strong on offense. What can you say about his growth as a player this season?
Right, Danny's had a few good games in a row now, right? I think clearly, and I give Danny a lot of credit. Again, he was playing more minutes, he was starting, and then there was a stretch where the minutes started playing less, and then he wasn't starting, and then there was a game. No, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I'm not sure he played, right? I think. So I apologize if I'm wrong about that. But again, to Danny's credit, character matters. Character matters a whole lot. And he very easily could have moped around and sulked and complained, and he did not do that. He wasn't happy. He didn't enjoy it, but he handled it the right way. He handled it very maturely. And he came in and he listened to what the coaches thought, asked him to do, what we told him he needed to do, and he found a way to motivate himself to do that. And he's responded very well. He looks like a very different player than he did a few weeks ago. And that's nothing magic that the coaching staff did. That was him being willing to listen and being willing to bounce back. And again, he's a terrific young man. He's got a very bright future ahead of him. And his character, I think, showed in the way that he's handled this. So again, really proud of him, really happy for him, because he's a factor. He can be a factor, and he has been here down the stretch for us.